Hey everybody, Adam Savage in my cave with a coda. I know we're already into 2024 and I have already filmed and aired my favorite things of 2023. And I woke up a few days ago and realized I had forgotten 3 critical things that were my favorite things of 2023. And I wanted to add them to my favorite things, mostly because this channel has an outreach and I want you guys to know about these 3 things. The first one, and I did a whole video about this and the link will be in the description, is Beverly Downan's book, Eva F. Other friend of Tested, Bill Duran, has written several foam smithing books, and this is another in this category. They're all wonderful. Bill Duran's books are fantastic. Beverly's is also amazing, and it's a beautiful addition to this canon. Specifically, building a DIY maker book is really, really hard, especially if you know what you're doing, because it's hard to remember when you didn't know what you were doing. And writing any kind of how-to manual requires real empathy. And I feel like every picture in Beverly's book displays the empathy that is intrinsic to her amazing character. Beverly wants, like most of the cosplaying and maker community, Beverly wants the threshold to entry to be as low as possible. And as such, she has created a book full of photos, and each photo really does sort of illuminate the techniques and the things for you. She does super close-up photos of EVA glue, multiple coats of EVA glue on foam. This kind of thing is so much more powerful than a description, and it's expensive to put in photos. So these kind of things are the sort of things that get fought over with your publisher about how many photos you can have versus how much text. This is so photo heavy. It's amazing. And again, I'm not talking about this in contrast to anybody else's books about foam smithing or anything. I'm just so happy that Beverly released this year. As awesome as this book is, its author is even more awesome. Follow everything she does. We'll include links to her Instagram and all her social stuff so you can follow her below. The second thing I wanted to cover was a tool thing that I got in January. In January, I spent 3 weeks in New York working on a thing. The thing I was working on will eventually be something we talk about on this channel, but it's a deep development of a live show that I'm working on. And while I was there, I had most of my days free since I was working with NYU students at night. I had most of my days free, and I embedded in Tom Sachs's shop. He was working on some Star Wars-based ideations. And I came in as the Star Wars ringer to show my model making techniques. And it was amazing. It was an amazing, I spent 2 full weeks embedding in his shop as just another shop assistant. And it is hard to embrace and deeply execute somebody else's vision. And it was a lovely exercise to go do that for my friend. I didn't get it right all the time. Actually, I don't think I got it right much of the time, but that is also part of the exercise about working in studio. One of the things I love about Tom is that he works about as hard as I do on refining that maker process so it is as intuitive as it possibly can be. And each of his workstations, whether it's a belt sander or a bandsaw or a drill press, is heavily outfitted, just like I do here, like a fighter pilot, so that everything you could ever need while operating that machine is within arm's reach. Now, I always knew that about Tom. None of that I'm revealing here was a mystery to me about his shop. But when I was in his shop for several days, using the equipment every day, here's something I noticed that he added that I had not copped to. A foot pedal to operate some of his machines, like his drill press and his portable bandsaw. Dude, I'm like, first of all, you can buy some really beautiful oldie, like antique foot pedals on eBay for like 40 bucks. That's great. And I've got one on my drill press. I got one over here. But also on Amazon itself, you can pick up this highly robust, beautiful covered foot pedal. And I would not try any other kind of foot pedal in my shop. I don't want things falling where they can make tools operate. But this covered foot pedal is now, it's now operating my portable bandsaw. It's operating a belt sander back there and my drill press. And we're planning to put this on one more machine. I think it's my belt grinder. I just love coming over here if I'm holding a piece of work and I come over to the bandsaw and I just, oh, actually, this is a particular one in which it's protected, and then I put my foot in there and I come over here. This is, that extra speed, seriously, I know, really, it's too much work for you to turn on a switch? I want to tell you, kinda, yeah. So I gotta thank Tom Sachs for showing me the wonder that is the protected foot switch in a maker shop environment. Now, the last thing I have to cover, I covered several of my favorite YouTube channels this year, and YouTube remains an incredible genre. And I think all of us operating within it are also still figuring out its extents. And every now and then a YouTube channel comes out and shows you a whole new way of thinking about the genre that is YouTube videos. And this year that happened with a YouTube channel called Bobby Fingers. I heard about Bobby Fingers because my friend Bill Prady, who created The Big Bang Theory, texted me and was like, dude, have you seen this? And he sent me a link, and I clicked on the link, and the first words you hear in that link are, today I'm going to show you how I built a 1/9 scale diorama of Mel Gibson's 2006 drunk driving arrest. Now, I know my accent there is pretty poor. That absurdity, the absurdity of that perfect sentence of like, wow, okay, I'm here, I'm in, I'm ready to go. And then what follows is like, is it about 40 minutes long? What follows is a legit model making video at the highest level that also includes phenomenal comedy writing. Bobby Fingers is thinking on a whole different level. It's like a surrealist masterpiece at the same time as it is a really concrete narrative about freaking capitalism and celebrity and fame and the cargo cult of making art about it. He has subsequently gone on to make a Michael Jackson with his hair on fire, where he carefully sculpted Michael Jackson's face and then miniaturized it and cast it in bronze so it could remain on fire. He built a boat using Jeff Bezos' face in full size like a Ron Moog sculpture, where he actually dimensionally created the depth of the translucency of Bezos' skin as a rowboat. This is so absurd. It shows me new ways of thinking. That's what a real great tangential excursion in art can do. It gives you new eyes. And I want to state for you, go watch all of Bobby Fingers', I think 5 videos at this point, maybe 4. And watch this space, because Bobby and I are in contact with each other, and there may be some shenanigans following later on this year. But it is such a fundamental sort of shift to the genre of YouTube videos. Bobby Fingers is like an amazing thing that happened this year, and I'm so happy about it. Thank you guys for letting me add this coda to my favorite things of 2023, and here's to the best 2024. I hope it is as excellent for you as you want it to be. See you guys next time.